You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
We are looking for a 1-drop here. Without the coin, you want a 1-drop basically every time. What is this? This could be aggro freeze mage. It should be a bad matchup. I think I will stealth here. We could also charge. Charge is better. We don't want to take damage. We just play Horse Rider next turn into combatant. And then use the mark on the combatant. I think playing this in stealth and then marking is a bit too slow. And also it doesn't challenge the board good enough. Innovate will be used for Dr. Boom in this game. It's just the most impact it has. Out of our hand. We could play combatant innovate mark or innovate hero power or something, but I'm only gonna do that in emergency cases. Like if I need to do it. But that's not gonna look like it. This is fine. Just combatant now, boom next turn. Good enough. Lower tap is a very good card in this matchup, most likely. And we are still health-wise, we are fine. I do think this is aggro freeze, by the way. 100% sure, like 99% sure. Yeah. Okay, we can even double innovate here if we want. I do think we want to innovate hero power though. The boom should be enough board presence. They do run Frost Novas if I'm not mistaken. If in Novas we will just lower tap, I think, to get in the damage next turn. Was ist die beste Legendary im Spiel? Ich glaube Tyrion. Boom ist aber auch nah dran. So you should play Nova here, right? Maybe not. $12, $13, $14, $16, $20. Not enough. And does this change anything? This is 3 damage, so that's 8, 10, 17, 21, yeah. That's easy game. Thanks. I think the matchup is in our favor, so we'll insta-queue. Do you think Mandatory 1 is as broken as most people said it would be? I don't think so. I never said Mandatory 1 is broken. I never said that. I think it's either it's mediocre or it's good and the Beast Druid list is not optimized yet. So it doesn't show the power right yet. I mean, it's not even good enough for me to play it in this list because I think Lower Tap and Boom and Fell River are just better cards. So it's just, I think it's just too unlikely that you have a beast in play on turn 6, or not. It's not often enough. And then you need to include some stuff like Tiger in the deck, which is also not a very good card, just to make the Warden better. I don't really like the two. I think turn 1 combatant is also pretty good. Because we can just take out everything he plays with the hero power. If he plays Totem Golem, we can trade and play Druid of the Saber too. If he doesn't play anything, we can also play Druid of the Saber. Comparing it to wildcards isn't fair. I mean, sure, but I think we don't care about the face damage that much that we want to skip the 2-drop. Sure, but I'm playing wild now, so I do have the option to not to play the lower tap and to play the Fell Reaver. So it's not the Warden is not on a power level that what is this guy doing? It might be some control guy. Luckily this board is kind of resilient against AoE, so that should be fine. Bring some fish. Okay. We could hero power here. Savage Roar is also tempting. I don't think we will Savage Roar this turn though. Next turn looks better for Savage Roar. I mean, the difference between hero power and horse ride is basically almost none. So I do think it's better to save the minion. Because I'm really having a hard time seeing he's not gonna lightning storm this. If it doesn't, we have lethal anyway, so it doesn't matter. I just think now it's coming elemental destruction or something like that. And I just lose my horse rider for almost no gain. Because that would have been a horse rider without the man shield if I trade. So yeah, that worked out. This is better though. He has 3 mana, unless he has healing wave here. I think he's toast. Fair Spirit, that's not enough, right? The most damage is Savage Roar, hero power. Oh, that's not enough, damn it. Horse Rider, Savage Roar, is that enough? Yeah.
Don't worry, loves, the cavalry
The rush to legend continues. So yeah, I do think this deck is insane, by the way. I will make a guide on this deck. So if you want to play wild, you will start at rank 25, like me 4 days ago. If you didn't play any wild this season, which most of you, or most players have not. And then, when you start at rank 25, you want to play a fast deck, that's for sure. Because climbing from rank 25, you face a lot of beginners and it's not very interesting. So you want a fast deck. This deck is very fast. I do think it's a very solid choice. Let's keep this. Tips for climbing in standard. Also the same. Just play a fast deck which has a high win rate. This is not possible in standard though, because you don't have floor tap, you don't have Dr. Boom, you don't have Fell Reaver. You can make a slightly different version. Wow, what's going on here? So the goal is to get out the boom as early as possible, I think. Which means we can coin the druids, then play the mark, turn 3, innovate, boom. That seems crazy actually. So let's do that. What's your next offline event? Most likely DreamHack Sweden in December, I think. Or yeah, January. I think December. DreamHack Winter in Sweden. Göteborg. No, not Göteborg. Jönköping. Jönköping it is. I think we still mark. Like, if this is freezing trap, it sucks a bit, but it could be explosive or some other bullshit. And then we just innovate, boom, and he will concede. I think that's just, I mean, that's just fucking crazy, actually. I think we trade here. The warden is kind of annoying. If he top takes a secret and we can play it for free, that would suck. And we are in such a commanding position anyway. Do you play on a team with Xyris? Yes, I do. But so far, I'm the only one from Flow Esports who plays Wild, right? 9 and 8 is 17. 19. We can put him to 6. I think it might be better to play just a strong minion here though, and just go face. We could also play more minions to set up for a better Savage Roar. But then Unleash the Hound is kind of good, so just go face. Yeah. So that's lethal. Savage Roar is lethal. That was a quick game. Really good draw though. Just the power of druid, right? You get these kind of draws which are just unbeatable. 3 more wins till we have the legend. Do you think laddering in Wild or Instant is more easy? I think in Wild it's a bit more easy, but not immensely so. So I think in Wild you can get Legend easier, but not like for free. You still need to play kind of well and play a lot of games. I think I tracked all my wins. I think it was. So this is now game number 140 or not, something in this neighborhood. So it's not like I just rushed through and won every game, right? The Nasus is good here. If it survives, we can play double druid or swap next turn. Hey, Usulando. Double druid kinda good. We could also innovate the Fell River. I think double druid is better though. It uses the mana more efficiently. It's not very likely it can take this out. It's possible. But even if it takes it out, we can also innovate the Fell River. Let's say place Haunt here. Do we swap this? We might want to swap this, right? With this draw especially. Because we can innovate the swap now and then next turn River. Let's see what we draw. Okay. Yeah, innovating the swap is kinda good too. Not gonna lie. Just gives us the board control. As I said before, a 5-1 is very, like a 1 health minion is not that easy to deal with for a hunter. So obviously there's some ways to deal with it. Explosive Trap, Unleash the Hounds. Change your hero power to mage. That also works. So we play Fell River here. The question is, do we trade? I think we should. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. Free damage is free damage. I don't see what he can do with the Surfilia that makes us unhappy. If he has Hunter's Mark, for example, he can just ping it with the Fire Blast anyway. That doesn't matter. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's not, but... Savage is the good. Not really, this is just better. Maybe the positioning is not the best here, to be honest. Because I think this in the middle is better. Combatant in the middle is better because of explosive shot. It's not a big concern though. Nobody's playing explosive shot. Da, da. Fell River. What's the similar card without the drawback? Do you mean what do you mean? Arcane Giant? No. The Shaman card that has a drawback. It's the drawback is called Overload. That should deliver. They never let me finish the game. They just concede. That's rude. That's so rude. Alright, Spirit Packers.
Let the hunt begin.
I must protect the wild.
Such big teeth I have.
Alright, so coining this out might be tempting, but we didn't have the free drop in the hand. If I had the free drop, I would do it. Just doesn't work out mana wise. If this survives now, we can coin 5. Most likely Fell River. If it doesn't, we just play Mounted Raptor now. He plays Bluegill Warrior, that's so weird.
better to eat you with.
Innovate best draw here. Horse Rider also very good. That's a lot better than Raptor because we get immediately the value trade in a Houndmaster. Do you think laddering in wild or in standard is more easy? I just answered it. I think in wild is a bit more easy. So let's see the esports here. That's not. Oh, well, that's useful information to be honest. I'm gonna innovate the. I think the Druid of the Claw is actually not that bad here. Yeah, I think Druid of the Claw is better in this situation than Fellriver. Protects my 2-1. He doesn't have a beast on board, so he shouldn't have a good way of dealing with this. And if it survives, we can Mark of Chariot. So yeah, the difference is the playstyle. There's a lot of players playing curve decks in standard, in my opinion, and not so many in wild. More people are just playing own decks, right? What do we do here? Mark of Ishara is kind of tempting. Let's do that. We don't need to. We can also lower tap. Kind of denies. Well, it doesn't deny that much. Card draw is nice. Leaving Roots, does that help? Not that much. I think we go Raven here. And take out the 1-1. With the heal power. We could also take out this guy. Since this is Reno, he shouldn't be running that many secrets. So we don't really care. And now? What now? So interesting that it's the same guy we already faced twice, and we now find out he's playing Reno. That's very interesting, in my opinion. We can get in a lot of damage with Savage Roy here. Is that worth it? Charge, that's 6, 8, so it's 14. I do think it might be better just to play Living Roots here though. Maybe not. Living Roots lower tap, and then have a good Savage Roy next turn. But he will trade here, that sucks. But he can't unleash or trap. Yeah, I think it might be better. So. We will take one value trade and then go face. He can't unleash here, he can't explosive trap. I mean, he can, but he won't explosive trap here, I think. And then next turn we just kill him with the Savage Roar. Unless he plays Reno now. If he plays a trap here, I'm gonna be sad. Yeah. No. Go fuck up. I wasn't expecting that. That sucks. That ruins my plans. That ruins my plans. Fellriver is not that great in this situation. We can take it out so easily. So we just go Raptor, we go Drift the Saber, Stealth, and we go Raven. Should be fine. We are still looking at Savage Roar next turn to be some damage. Not sure if he will trade. He might. It's a really good 1-drop. 1-drops are kinda OP actually. 1-drops are fucking crazy. If you think about it. Wow, he's so scared. 5. So this is 10, 18, yeah. That's it. Oh, it's not! Damn it! Where did I miscount here? 9. I guess if he has Reno, I'm gonna lose now. This might still have been the best play, even if we don't miscount that. But I was sure it was enough. Never Reno, huh? That sucks for you. Yeah, we deserve to lose this game, but we didn't get punished. End boss time. I'm not gonna make a fuss about this. I could post on Twitter and stuff, but fuck this shit. I'm just gonna take the Wild Legend quietly against the same guy. Priest. So far the win rate is 100% against Priest. It's 2-0. Living Roots on turn 1 kinda sucks against Priest actually. Just because of the annoying heal guy. They don't trade so well. I mean, I will still play it. I just don't look for it in the mulligan, right? Because if he has the cleric, that's kind of annoying.
Is someone injured?
Because now we need to hero power and take it out most likely. And this is even worse. Yeah. That's why we don't want this in the starting hand. No reason to trade anything in. He will just get a lot of value out of this, but we have a strong curve coming up. Just from the opener though, I would say that we are unfavored for sure. He has answers in his deck, right? He can answer minions. He has healing most likely in his deck. But we are forced to just mark him. Just yeah, that's okay. I think we go Shredder over Combatant. Combatant dies to Shadow of Death. Shredder is very hard to deal with. At this point of the game at least. Druid of the Claw is the curve play. And he can't entomb it yet. I think it's okay. Can I play Taunt to protect my guy from something like when it's chosen? No need to trade for the 1-2 though. Best mage spell in standard? No idea. I think overall the best spell is probably Torch. Not really sure though. So we do have 8 plus 6, that's 14, 15. We can put him down really low. I don't think Combatant is strong at all. We get some use of the hero power now. We take out this guy, I think. Actually. We take out Shredder. Maybe we shouldn't have our comp face first. I guess it's just gonna... Oh, it's okay though. Oh, we draw a card. Nice. Nice. Maybe Shredder was better for the life bump. Okay, fine. He's still very low, but he has almost 10 cards in hand, so it's kind of iffy, I guess. Just go this. If these are sticky minions, if they survive, we can Druid the Claw, Savage Roar for the kill. That's 8 plus whatever we have on board. Okay, so it doesn't take this out. How much is Claw, Savage Roar? We can take this out, then we have... I think we do it no matter if it's lethal or not, so I'm just gonna do it. I think it's too often. But that's a convenient... That's a convenient one drop. We're just gonna swap the face next turn, so he needs other healing than his zero power. Torch is one of the weaker spells. If you think about the value that Torch gives you, it's not. Obviously it's a slow spell, so it's not usable in some decks. But the value out of it is huge. Arcane Blast is very strong in combination with Spell Power, obviously.
Is someone injured?
Flame Strike is it's just Mage has obviously so many situational spells. By the way, we just mid legend here in white. Wow, the Brokeback days, the Brokeback days of druid, and we get rank 13 legend, which is huge, but it has to do with the win rate, right? It has to do with the win rate too.